Hello and welcome to the Jack Halford podcast. Today is a special protein episode. I have special Hungarian style goulash to try and a lovely high protein chocolate drink. Altogether protein intake, 48 proteins in goulash, 55 proteins in chocolate. Very nice. Let's try this Hungarian style goulash, guys. Is it good? I don't know. We'll try. I've microwaved in the Nuke for 6 minutes. Smells pretty good, guys. It has beef and pork inside of it. Let me try. It's very hard. Meat is falling apart in my mouth. It's good. Very strange. Meat is very soft. This was £1.49 from Lidl. It is goulash Hungarian style and it gets a thumbs up from me. This has 12 grams of protein per 100 grams of goulash. It has 400 grams of goulash in the tin. It's a big boy tin. So £1.50. Good lunch this. The ingredients, it's 31% pork, 31% beef, 7% peppers, pork broth, water, pork bones, pork, 12% onion, wheat flour, tomato puree, salt. Then the thickeners, it's got guar gum, zanzan gum, spices, pepper, garlic. The ingredients aren't that bad. Obviously it's got like some gums, I don't know what they are, but like the main ingredients are just meat and meat broth. And it's got the broth made of the bones, and that's good for you. So I'd say it's so cheap as well. This is good if you're on a budget. Very good. You know, in Hungary, the Budapest is supposed to be a very beautiful place, full of very beautiful people. And I can imagine that if there was bodybuilders and things there, then they might be eating goulash, I'm not sure. If you're from Hungary, I'd like to know, if you're into the gym and stuff, what you eat for high protein meals. Do you just eat slabs of beef with rice, beef, or chicken and rice? Or do you have more traditional things like goulash, or other things I don't know about? This is Hungarian style. I don't know if I feel like goulash is like a general, because they have other styles of goulash available. They had Viennese style goulash. And they had a different kind that I can't remember, and then Hungarian. Really good. And obviously when you've got bone broths and things are very good for you, very healthy. Something maybe you want to have if you're sick. I've got some, I did chest day today. I had to rush it. I only had like 30 minutes, 40 minutes. So I just went on the bench press and I just got it up to like 100 kilos, 100 well, 102.5 or 105. I couldn't find like the fractional plates, like all the little plates. I was pissed off because I was like, I wonder if I could get to my PB. Then my shoulder was hurting, so I just took it down to like 80 and then did reps at 80. And then took it down to 60, but put all the weight on a Swiss bar. I had 4 sets at 60 on that. And then went on the, what I would call the ISO chest press. Which is a cool machine. You can't adjust, like, it's metal. It's brilliant. They're beautiful looking machines, sexy machines. And then I just did dumbbell press, like 15 kilograms in each hand. Yeah. And then I had to rush home, so I had to bring my girlfriend somewhere. You know what? I think I'm gonna start taking the weight down and just do more repetitions because I need to look after my shoulders. So I think it's important. So look after your body. That's not too bad, you know. Goulash, very good. 5 out of 5. Goulash. Goulash, good. Right, let's try this. This is 99p. This is chocolate flavour, high protein, low fat, no added sugar, 35 grams of protein per bottle. In Lidl. I don't normally drink this shit. The goulash, I don't mind that. I don't normally drink this shit. It tastes good. I've had them before, but I'm more into my whole foods. But since I've only brought 1 pack of chicken and rice we batch cooked last night for lunch, I thought I'm gonna get some goulash and a high protein drink for my first lunch because I'm trying to eat loads. And that's tasty. That's really nice. That's good. I mean, the gym I go to, I'm pretty sure you can buy shakes and things there. Most good gyms, they'll have, like, they even have a microwave in like GCN meal prep things, like, you know, like katsu curries and stuff. They're really good. I recommend those. You can also get them from Taurus on Narber Road in Leicester. I'm talking about Platinum Fitness, Health and Fitness or whatever it's called, in Ilkeston. It's a sick gym. I've only been there 4 times now, but it's my new gym. I like it a lot. Until I move back to Leicester, then I'm gonna join back at Tusk in Blaby. That's a really good gym as well, or a different bodybuilding kind of gym. I feel like Tusk is good. It has strongman things. Yeah, it's really good. Very good. Tasty. Right, so what have I been up to lately? Well, I've got a meeting with a sciencey woman tonight who's a cancer researcher who's based in Liverpool to see if we get on well, because I'd like to collaborate with her to produce some new work or work together on workshops and paintings and things, drawings, because my work is obviously about the histopathological, biological imagery. I'm interested in using lots of very vibrant colours, taking inspiration from pathological sort of imagery to subvert the fact that a lot of people see colour as a pathological thing, as written about in Chromophobia by David Batchelor. I think the use of colour is very important to sort of subvert this idea that it's a different or other thing. And also I'm just sick of using very earthy colours. I think they're very boring to use, and I really do like, you know, Leon Kossoff, Frank Auerbach, these sort of German expressionist painters and all of this dreary sort of colour. But also I very much like the spot paintings by Damien Hirst, for example, only because the colour. I don't necessarily like the man now. Well, not the man, not the man himself, but some of the things I've heard about him. I don't know him, so I can't really say anything, can I? Malpractices, employment, weird things, maybe exploitative. But you know what? Maybe exploitation turns him on, so you can't really kink shame, can you? There you go. How about that? Yeah, that's what's happening tonight. Bit of a collaborative sort of thing with this scientist woman. Also got some meetings with the Arts Council this week, try and get me help. Well, I've got help, helping me with the application for developing a creative practice fund, because I'd like to get some money to develop my creative practice, because I've been working very hard, but not on the paintings, not been in the studio very much, because I need to earn money. And it's kind of a trap when you get a job and then you're sort of like, oh no, I need to do the job now. But I was doing all right, just coming here and making pictures. So over the summer, that's what I'm going to try and do. I'm coming in the studio. Today is the first week off. I've got about 6, 7, 8 weeks off. I don't know how long the school holidays are. And I'm going to try and come here every day and make work, make paintings, study, write, read, and just immerse myself in my practice, because I've got the time to do so. And the reason I had goulash at the start is because I'm going to need to save money by eating cheaply, and I'm not going to be eating goulash every day, because £1.50 per portion, I don't think that's that good. I can do my chicken, like chili lime chicken and rice, cheaper than that, I think, and it's going to be more protein and just heartier, healthier. It's just more fresh as well. This is not probably not good. Probably going to make my fart stink later, which ain't going to be very good for the missus, is it? Dutch oven. Yeah. I can already feel my belly rumbling. I've had some weird things to eat now. We didn't have any eggs this morning, so I just had toast with peanut butter and jam on before the gym, and some yogurt with blueberries and peanut butter, some freshly squeezed OJ and some coffee. Whereas normally I have 6 eggs, some feta with some hot sauce on, Greek yogurt, blueberries, peanut butter. And then that's quite a good amount of food to get me till lunch. And also a lot of protein as well. Protein in the morning just keeps you going. Like if I just have carbs, even if I have like 4 rounds of bread, it just doesn't keep me going until the midday, because I'm up at 5, 6 in the morning. I'm driving an hour, 2 hours to work. And then by the time I get my belly's rumbling, I need more food, so I'll start eating some pasta or chicken and rice or whatever I've got with fruit or with me. So I'll end up having 2 breakfasts. I only want 1. I just want 3 meals a day. But you eat and you eat. Yeah. Basically went on like 2 hikes last week. One was a choice, kind of a surprise hike that my girlfriend took me on. She thought intermediate meant middle, so I wasn't wearing the right type of clothing for an intermediate hike. The weather wasn't very good, but it was a beautiful day. Because of the fact that we were spending time together in a beautiful landscape. So I'm lucky I could get to experience such things. The second hike was just at work, and we were like a foresty thing, and I was just chasing kids around everywhere, because they're little kids who want to just run away, which is fine. And that's a memory that they can look back on and be like, great. But I was in my Crocs, not really dressed for the occasion. Yeah, and then just getting back in the gym. Had a spa day the other day. That was nice. Back massage. Wasn't offered a happy ending. She did ask me if she could do anything else, but no offer of happy ending. Which I was like, no, that's not very good, is it? I mean, I wouldn't have took it, but I like to be offered things. So yeah, that was weird. So I'm still waiting to be offered a happy ending at some point. That I will refuse, of course. Unless it's a couple's happy ending. That would be quite fun, wouldn't it? Sort of. I'd like to see like one masseuse do that. Have to be a female. Same time. What else? Yeah, just trying to get back in the studio, make paintings, write. See if I can get some book made or something. Quite like to do some random printing. So I might get in the print studio this week or next week, do some screen printing, release some prints on the website. Very much like to do like a multicolour sort of screen print, very vibrant colours, white paper, and just get some work on the website for sale, for God's sake, because it's been a while. So that'll be fun to make some prints. Yeah. And I would say to anyone that wants to be an artist and be miserable, but also then think, you got to stop and think sometimes and be like, why am I miserable? I'm a fucking artist. You get to work out, get to eat goulash, get to paint pictures, and it's great. Sometimes you just get down because of like late stage capitalism, and you end up buying like random shit, and it's really weird and Black Mirror-y. But then you realise you don't actually have to buy this shit. You can just eat your chicken and rice and your goulash and go to the studio. You don't have to partake in the purchasing of consumer goods. You don't have to get drawn into it. And what I like to do is to save regularly and invest regularly, as I've said before on the podcast. So instead of going and getting a McDonald's or getting 500 pairs of sneakers, you could instead invest that money into the companies that you would have bought stuff from, and instead you're investing in them because they're pretty good at advertising. You wanted to buy their products. If you think they're a good company, that's why you should invest. You shouldn't be looking at charts and past performance. You should be thinking, what are they doing now? Are they doing well? Are people buying their products? And look at their price. Why isn't it going up? Maybe I'll buy some of that on a regular basis, like dollar average pricing or whatever it's called, when you just sort of buy £5 of the stock a day. So you can buy fractional shares using different applications on your mobile phone, like Trading 212, eToro, all of these different apps. You can buy fractional shares and invest every single day. You can set it up automatically like that on Trading 212 to invest every day in a portfolio, which they call a pie. You set up it to just invest daily, and then you don't have to think about it. You just chuck money into the app, and you set that up. You invest like £5 a day in some stocks, and then before you know it, 3 months down the line, you got 700-800 quid, whatever. You know, it's really good. It's a good way of saving, better than saving, because you'll probably do like over 5%, which all the sort of monthly saves are about 5%. But that isn't for the whole amount, a chunk of cash. That's like sort of compound. I don't know how they work it out. But anyway, it's better to invest your money because it's sort of a good way of fighting inflation. Just remember, it does fluctuate. So don't start selling all your stocks because it's sort of, oh, it's gone, it's lost £20 on there and it's only profiting this much. Don't let your emotions, only invest what you can afford to lose and all of this, which is why I only do like £5 a day. I might have spent that £5 a day on a coffee. That's why I do that. So don't buy the coffee, just invest the money. You're throwing it into something, you're kind of speculating. But if you invest in companies that have been around for a long time and people still very much rely on their products and the things that they are making and the software and the hardware and whatever, and it's a pretty safe bet. Obviously, the world might just explode at any moment, but I think it's a smart thing to do. So, we've got protein, we've got scientist collaboration coming up. I've got 6 weeks off. I'm going to make some prints, goulash, stock market. Everything's going good. Cut up my credit card last night because I'm sick of I always pay it off in full every month, but it's sort of become a trap where I'm using it every month because I need to pay it off in full every month. So I was using it as a debit card. So I've decided to chop it up, pay it off, get it to zero again, stack up some peas in the bank by being frugal, keep working hard, keep making lots of money and investing it. And then if I need to use, if I go abroad or something, maybe then I'll go into the credit card app and say, send me a new card. And then I can use that when I go abroad because it actually makes sense with my credit card, because the non-sterling transaction fee and the FX fee, the exchange rate sort of thing, you know, the foreign exchange rate is better than me going to like, you know, M&S or whatever bureau the change, and just changing my pounds for euros. Like, I'll get a better rate with my credit card, even though it has a non-sterling transaction fee. So I will do that, and I'm going abroad next month, so I may do that then. But I'm staying with family, so I don't think it matters that much. Yeah, I've always said that credit cards are like a money-saving tool if you use them correctly, and it's good. I've had one for 10 years. I've paid it off in full every month. I've got a good credit score, excellent credit score. But the best way to use it, I think, maybe is to sort of have it paying like a phone contract or something, so then you just don't even have to think about it, and set it up so you're paying it back in full every month for a direct debit. So you've got like a phone contract that's taking, you know, £30, £50 a month out of that credit card. You know you've got that money in your bank account, you budget for it, and then it's just taken out, instead of like £1,000 to £3,000 every month coming out of your credit card, and then you're just sort of in perpetual debt and worrying, oh no, I can't pay off my credit. Oh no, oh yeah, no, bad idea. I've learned that I'm okay because I know I've got the money, but it could easily get out of hand, and it has for other people, and a lot of people are like, never get one, and I'm like, well, you know, it's good to have one, I think, but certain things, and be smart with it. Yeah, business is a dangerous thing. People can quite easily get into debt when other businesses and people they rely on for, you know, buying their products go bust or whatever. They can get into debt quite easily. So to bet against that, hedge against that, or whatever the phrase is, it's good to have multiple sources of income, which is what investing will eventually give you. Everything that I invest in pays me dividends back, which I reinvest into the same stocks, and then I'll probably rebalance the portfolio, change it around every year or every 6 months. Just have a look at it, have a good look at how things are performing. I really want to invest some money into Nvidia, who make microchips and things for computers, processors, graphic cards, I think. They've done very well quite recently. They've done like 100% or something. So I'd quite like to look into them, and then maybe AMD, who are their competition, but they are also pretty good, I feel like. I think they're called automated micro computers or something, on computer devices or something. I think that's what it stands for. But at AMD, have a look. And then you've got Microsoft, Apple, Amazon, Tesla, Alphabet. Totally quite fluctuating quite a lot, going up and down. Feel like they're all, yeah. I mean, there was that IT shortage. I didn't really affect Microsoft that much, I don't think. But it's Monday, I've not really had a look. Oh, but anyway, that's all a load of rubbish. I think the most important thing to do if you've not got a lot is just to work really hard to just get a job, and then be frugal, save up an emergency fund, about £1,000, £2,000, and you've got that. Start investing bits of that into an investment fund, or keep that in a savings account that you can easily access for if there is emergencies, and then start investing. What I've done is sort of invest and save at the same time, build an emergency fund and an investment portfolio at the same time, and I'm going to continue to do that. But what everyone should be doing is making sure they have an emergency amount that they don't touch, and it's not for fun rainy days. It's for if you get chucked out of your house and you need a lump sum of money to get a new place, or if your car breaks and you need to like fix it. Stuff like this. Stuff, boiler breaking. If you rent a property, then obviously the landlord's in charge of that. There's the benefit of renting. Obviously, just chucking money away renting. It's very. I'm looking at properties at the minute in very rural locations to try and save money. I found a 1-bed cottage in the middle of nowhere for like $500 a month. I thought that was pretty good. If you live there with a partner, that's $250 a month. So it's just things like this, just thinking about where you're living. You've got the internet, you can, you know, and then it's just, you know, if you live with someone else, saving money, it's great. Even in a big city like London, if you share a room with someone, you can really get that price down. And yeah, just work really hard, get them P's, stack them P's, save and invest. And then you start your own business up, or have an online business anyway that you're making money from. I do all this stuff and I'm just not doing it. And when I try hard for a few weeks, I start to stack the P's and then I get bored and then I go on to something else, because I'm like that. I think a lot of people are. With the exercise, if I'm pretty, like, it's just getting the structure of your life fucking goddamn right. I'm getting back on track though. I've been to the gym consistently. I've been running again, which is nice. I've got some nice new running shoes, which is lovely. And I'm getting back into it. And I'm really glad that I'm here speaking to my camera today instead of not doing that. So that's nice too. This is going to be kind of consistent, the podcast. It may be on Sundays, it might be on Mondays, it might be on Tuesdays, but it's getting it out. That's the most important thing. It's getting it out. Yeah. Yeah, it's important to work hard. As I've said before, as many people say, comfort is a trap. You have to make yourself uncomfortable if you want to be alright. In the head, in your body, in your mind. You have to put yourself through it. Yeah. So I was just moving my laptop mouse. Because when you put yourself through uncomfortable things, you change the way your mind works and how you feel. You start to believe that you can actually achieve things and you can do things. So you start to get up and you start to just do things that maybe you don't want to do. You're like, oh God, I really don't want to do this. But then you fucking go and do it. Again, in the cold shower, getting a cold plunge, going for a run really early in the morning, eating healthily. Sometimes you can have an aversion to that, even though you'll feel really sluggish after eating complete shit. You should do it consistently. You feel like you're on fucking drugs because of how good you feel. You feel like you're on like a limitless drug or something. So just try it out, man. Just try it out. Try it out. Fuck people off. I'm fucking everyone off for the summer. I'm just like, fuck, I'm just not going to reply to anyone. I'm just like, fuck, you got to be cold. This is what I'm doing. Fuck off. Yeah. You know, it's all about getting up, eating your eggs, getting in the cold, going to the gym, going to work, eating lunch, high protein, getting back to work. You know, you have meetings and shit, you're painting, you're doing whatever you do, businessy shit, whatever. Go home, eat, sex, sleep. Brilliant routine. And then take a break as well. You got to take a break. Yeah. That's what I was going to do. While I was on the podcast, I was going to start writing my schedule. And that sounds like a pretty good one, but it would be good to have specific times written down. Sort of get my life in order, sort of sesh. Because I'm not fucking happy that I've been lacking a bit on the schedule side of things. Like, it's been a bit like I'm just going to get up, but I want to get up at a specific time every day, because then my body clock will start to get used to that and I'll just start waking up at like 6 automatically. Whereas today the alarm went off but I didn't hear it or something like that apparently. So I only had like 30-40 minutes in the gym, so I didn't warm up properly, so now my shoulder kind of hurts a little bit. So it's important to just, you know, use all the time that you have available to you to just kick life in the fucking balls and smash it. So that's what I'm going to do now, starting with Monday, even though it is already Monday. So 6 a.m. wake, eggs times 6, Greek yogurt, blueberries. And that's something I'll just do every day. 7 a.m. gym or run. Very nice. 8. I'm going to put 9. Go to work. Traffic dies down at about 9. So then that's when I go to work, because I don't see the point sitting in traffic. I can use the time before 9 to do work at home. Then I can have a coffee. I can have more to eat, or I can just stay at the gym or just run a long distance. Good use of time. It's a good way to start the day. Makes you feel good. Also, just having a fucking good shower is really good. You know, make yourself smell good and you're feeling good. Shower, you know, moisturize, put on some nice aftershave. You're not doing it for other people, you're doing it for yourself, so that whenever people fucking see you fucking smelling good and looking good and having a pump on, you feel good about yourself, because you know they're checking you out because of how fucking good you look and how good you smell. And that sets you up for the day. So you're at work, maybe it's 10:30, right? And then you get on with it. Read, write. Writing in the morning is great. I love doing that. Painting. Lunch, have about, 12:30 to 1 p.m. And then it's more work. So like 1:30 p.m. work hard. And I like to go home about 6 p.m. because traffic dies down. So home time. Because then once I get home, I actually have time to relax and to do things that I want to do. Maybe tonight I'll make some more meal preps, cook some food, and watch a film or a TV show. Chill out. You know, it's just nice to do nice things, relaxing things. So that's what I'll do. Chill. So that's my Monday. I might also call Monday chest day. And yeah, I do that every day. And some days you may have to wake up early because you've got like something to do. Like on Wednesday, I think I've been asked to go on someone else's podcast from 8 till 10 a.m. And they live an hour and a half away from where I'm living now. So that means that I'll have to get up a bit earlier if I want to go for a run. So maybe I'll get up at 5 a.m. and go for a run then, and then get ready and go. I quite like to run fasted. So again, Tuesday, that'll be a run. Put about 3 to 5 miles. I'm thinking 5 miles. Trying to up the mileage, get ready for a longer distance. I think on Sunday I want to run long distance, maybe 7 to 10 miles, something like that. So we're going for a run, 3 to 5 miles. I get up at 6 a.m. Cold shower, then run. Fasted, right? We'll be back around 7:30, 7:45. Then I'll have my breakfast. I like to take on creatine as well, so I'm going to whack those on there. Creatine is good. It fills your muscles or the areas around them with water, and it makes you look pumped up, and it helps with recovery. It's safe. Have about 3 to 5 grams a day mixed with like 200 ml of water, 250 ml water to shake it up. I just get the plain one. I don't know if there's flavored. I just get a plain one. You can add other shit like an effervescence electrolyte tab thing in the water as well. Make it taste good. Get your electrolytes. These are all good things, because if you're getting really hydrated and then you're having the creatine as well, it's going to help you stay super hydrated, I think, which is very good. Then again, for breakfast is just going to be high protein, so just like loads of eggs and yogurt. You'd think it would make me shit my pants because it seems like slimy things, but it really doesn't. It's good, but that's my body, and for me, everyone else is completely different, aren't they? And then, yeah, I probably would have had a shower before breakfast, so I'll just put that shower. So I'll probably be out again by 9 a.m. Go to work again around 10:30. I'll be at work, so just put work, read, write, paint, and that's what I'm gonna do. And this is just good. I'm just saying, look, this is what I'm gonna do, and it might deviate off it a bit. I might go for a walk once I'm here to grab a coffee, or I might go and make a coffee, and I might just look at a painting for 10 minutes and just think about what I want to do with the day, or journal even. That's quite a nice thing to do. Just think about what you want to do with your day. This like very tight scheduling, it really does help me a lot. It just gives me a structure to work with. Working for yourself and having to sort of self-motivate and be self-disciplined is very difficult if you don't have some kind of schedule or timetable to work to. If you can see the times and you've got a list of things you need to do, you're more likely to do them, especially if they're written down somewhere, like in a notebook, a piece of paper, on the wall, on a whiteboard, or in your calendar. You're more likely to do them, so get it done. Make it part of your day. You can even get up in the morning, and that could be one of the first things you do. You could look at your schedule. You could write your schedule for the day, because each day is going to be different. It might change over the week. You might get a new meeting you need to whack in. You might need to rearrange everything. So if you get up in the start of the day and then you look at your schedule and you just edit it and just make sure you're going to have time to do everything, which you fucking probably do if you're getting up early. Okay? Yeah. Without a schedule, it can be very easy to just sit and look at the ceiling, you see. So then we get to like 1:30 p.m. again, have lunch, and then maybe like 2 p.m. back to work. Sometimes it's nice to go for a walk after lunch, so I might put that in, question mark. And then 6 p.m. home time again. I like to do like a 4-day split. So if I'm getting, I might get 3 or 4 workouts in the gym a week, 3 or 4, because every other day I have a day off, but I'll try and go for a run that day, unless it's the day after leg day. But even then, it might be quite good to go for a light run or a big walk in the morning to just loosen my legs up, because often they feel very tight after leg day because of the amount I squat. My legs are the things that suffer the most, I think, because I really do go hard on them. And my back. My back days are fucking atrocious. I basically just try to obliterate my body every time I go in the gym. I don't see the point otherwise. But if you're eating a good amount of food and staying hydrated, then you'll recover faster, and you just got to stay away from alcohol and processed shit that doesn't contain enough protein and the good nutrients that are going to help you recover faster, and to make sure that you're supplementing correctly and not just having stupid multivitamins that have small amounts of everything that you need and don't give you enough. I take vitamin D3 with K2 because they help absorb the D3, I think, the K2, and that's really good for your brain, I think. Fish oil, which is good for your brain and joints and stuff. Vitamin C, which is good for your immune system. It's all good for your immune system. And just eating right, dude. Getting some fruit is good. Fruit juice, very bad for your teeth. It contains a lot of sugar. If you're going to have it, buy some Valencia oranges. Squeeze them in the morning. It makes you feel like you're on top of the world. You can get 4 of them for like £1.50. That'll make 2 glasses, 2 very small glasses, but they taste really good. And that's why it costs so much to use those machines at Lidl or farm shops where you're squeezing your own fresh, obviously really nice oranges. Oranges are expensive. We import them. They're picked by people. That, you know, there's just a lot of infrastructure involved in agriculture, and we complain about the price of things, but you know, fair enough. We're not paid enough, so we can't afford things. Or maybe we buy lots of shit we don't need. Landlords exist and they're trying to leech all this money off us. But yeah, the system is fucked and it's crooked. But you'll be better off if you eat well, because you'll feel good, and when you feel good and you can function right, then you're going to be able to do the hard work that will put you in good footing to earn more money, which is going to make you be able to be more free and more autonomous in this crazy capitalist hellhole. It's not really a hellhole, it's all about mindset. And when you eat right, you can more easily function and see the positives. And if you make it a practice to see the positives, then you'll be better off. I think I'm gonna keep writing this, actually. I'm not gonna stop. So Wednesday will be shoulder day. So 6 or 5 a.m. wake up, podcast, depending. Gym. May not have time for a gym if I'm doing this podcast in the morning, so I'll go in the evening. So I'm just going to scribble that out. I'm just going to go in the evening on that day. Yeah. So we're just going to eat, shower, and drive to work or podcast studio. Very good. See, I'm wanting everyone to just, go and have a look at your schedule right now. You're listening to this, you may be working on something else, but if you just try and make it a good practice to just work on your schedule, then you're going to be better off, aren't you? I know this is probably really fucking boring, but I don't care, because I don't do this for you, I'm doing this for me. So fuck off. Studio, 6 or 7 a.m. Yeah, I reckon. And then I'll get a studio or a podcast studio. Yeah, so Wednesday I might have to update that on Wednesday. But I definitely want to get in the gym that day. So I'm thinking like 7 p.m. gym. Shoulders. So I'll just get that in there at least. Rip. Oh no. Rip that. Thursday will be a run. 3 to 5 miles again. I don't really understand the zones of running. I just sort of run how I'm feeling. So if my legs feel really shit, maybe I'll just go slower. If they feel really good, maybe I'll go faster. Always start slow and then speed up, because it's good to warm. I always warm up as well before I run. I should do that at the gym, but I don't often enough. Yeah, the warm up, it's important. You will injure yourself. You may not injure yourself for a year, and then you might start to feel it. So just be mindful of that, especially if you're lifting very heavy weights like me. Okay. Yeah. So wake 6, run 6:30, breakfast 7:30, work 9. So breakfast might be an hour and a half, but I'm also getting ready. So it's good. I love being slow, but getting up in the morning really early and then going for the run, you sort of rush that bit, get that out of the way, and then you can just have a nice slow day, because you've gotten up so early. you can afford to do that. It's not slow, it's just not rushing. Don't rush, it makes you stressed out. So if you get up on time, a good amount of time, you don't have to rush. It makes life less stressful straight away. Very good, very smart. So you're at work like 10 a.m. Read, write, paint. And then we just carry on the same routine every day. This might seem monotonous, but I'm going to get so much done. It's great. A scrap. Work. Home. And then there's my week pretty much, you know. It's good. I think Friday may be leg day. I think it should be. And the day on leg day. Fuck yeah, boy. Wake. Brekkie. 7. Gym. 9. Work. 10. Paint. Write. Read. So good. So we've got specific days that we're doing stuff on. I could do gym after a long run on Sunday, no problem. As long as I eat something before the run and eat something after the run before the gym, I'm normally okay. It's good to have a bit of a rest after the run for like an hour before the gym. I don't like to do cardio normally before I do weightlifting, but to be honest, I don't think it matters that much, and your body will get used to it. I think they do adapt to things you do if you do them on a regular basis. Just not a good thing to do if you have a powerlifting comp. But if you're just training, I don't see a problem with it. If you, at least you're fucking going, that's what I say. Just fucking get it in, you know? And who knows when you're going to need to have to run 10 miles and then deadlift 200 kilos. Who knows when you're going to need to fucking do that? Which I'm not going to do on leg day, obviously. But I'm just saying. Lunch. Work. Home. And then when you're home, you don't need to follow a schedule. You can just relax. It's just good to have a fucking schedule, dude. You're going to feel good because you're getting so much done, and then you just get so much done, you feel good. And consistency is the best thing in the world. And then weekend is, maybe you keep up the waking up early. I quite like that. Weekend, 6 a.m. wakes. Saturday is my rest day. And then Sunday will be back day. 7 or 8 gym. 9 or 10 rest and recovery. Or run. I might go run. This is fucked it a bit. I might just do 5 to 10 miles. And then 9 or 10 gym. Back day. And I don't need to deadlift loads. You know, I can just rep. I don't need to get up to my personal best every time I go. I always feel like doing so. So I'm always like, can I still lift that much weight? But then I'm like, let's just fucking chill out, lower the weights, and do more reps, and not fucking completely obliterate myself, because then I'll feel good. And it's all about just the routine, I feel like. That's the most important thing. Just doing it on a regular basis. I must have said this like a million times on this podcast, but who cares? Not me. Yeah, there we go. So we've had goulash. We fucking smashed it. We're yeah, there you go. Happy podcast, everyone. Now go and do your shit. Get your shit done. Bye bye. Peace. Lick my titties and call me a cunt.